Hello, dear students. Let's solve this problem solving in your booklet, page 17. First of all, we have to read the whole problem before we answer any question. Rama receives 27,500 Lebanese lira from her sister and 35,250 Lebanese lira from her brother. She buys 8 pencils for 625 Lebanese lira each, a pencil case for 14,750 Lebanese lira, and 2 notebooks for 7,250 Lebanese lira each. Part A. How much money does Rama receive? In order to solve such question, we have to go back to the problem. We have to read again in order to find a clue to help us solve this question. Rama receives 27,500 Lebanese lira from her sister. Is that only the amount that she receives? Let's continue. And 35,250 Lebanese lira from her brother. So Rama receives two amounts of money from two different persons. She receives 27,500 Lebanese lira from her sister and 35,250 Lebanese lira from her brother. So in order to know the total amount of money that she receives, what should we do? We have to add this amount and this amount in order to know the total money that she has now. So this is Rama, who receives 27,500 Lebanese lira from her sister and 35,250 Lebanese lira from her brother. In order to know the amount of money that she has now, we have to add these two amounts. So we are going to get 62,750 Lebanese lira. So Rama receives 27,500 plus 35,250 equal to 62,750 Lebanese lira. So this is the number, this is the amount of money that she has now. Part B. How much money does she pay? She bought many items. So we have to calculate the amount of money that she pays. Let's see. She buys 8 pencils for 625 Lebanese lira each, which means that each pencil costs 625, but she buys 8. So we have to calculate the total cost of the 8 pencils. Each pencil costs 625 Lebanese lira. So let's calculate the total cost of pencils, then we move to the other objects. In order to know the total cost of the pencils, we have to add these amounts together. 625 plus 625 plus 625 plus 625. But we are not going to add for 1 hour. We're not gonna stay adding these amounts for 1 hour. We have an easier way in order to get the total cost directly. Easily, we can multiply the cost of each pencil, which is 625, by 8, because we are repeating this amount 8 times because she buys 8 pencils. So 625 times 8 is 5,000. So the total cost of the pencils is 5,000 Lebanese lira. But she doesn't buy only pencils. She buys a pencil case for 14,750 Lebanese lira. She buys only one pencil case. Let's continue. And 2 notebooks for 7,250 Lebanese lira each. So she buys 2 notebooks. The price of each one is 7,250 Lebanese lira. So I have to figure out the total amount of the total cost of the notebooks. Instead of adding 7,250 plus 7,250, I can also multiply because it's repeated 2 times. So I multiply 7,250 by 2 to get 14,500. So the price of the 2 notebooks is 14,500 Lebanese lira. Now I got the total cost of pencils. I have the cost of the pencil case. I calculated the cost of the notebooks. So now I have the cost of the objects that she buys. So I have to add these numbers together in order to get the total amount of money that she pays to buy these objects. I have to add the cost of the pencils, the cost of the notebooks, and the cost of the pencil case in order to get 34,250 Lebanese lira. In order to write it in one step, I can do the following. I multiplied the price of the pencil, of each pencil, by the number of pencils, and I used parentheses because this is the total cost of the pencils. So I calculate the total cost of pencils inside the parentheses. Then I added the price of the pencil case. She buys only one pencil case. Finally, I added the price of the notebooks. I multiplied the price of each notebook by 2 and put it inside the parentheses. Then I get the total price of the pencils, which is 5,000. The total price of the notebooks is 14,500. Finally, I should add these 3 numbers to get 34,250 Lebanese lira, which is the amount of money she pays in order to get her stuff. Part C. How much money does she still have? Okay, so Rama receives an amount of money which is 62,750. She buys some stuff for 34,250 Lebanese lira. Does she still have money in her pocket? Of course. But how can I know the amount of money she still have? Let's figure out. She receives 62,750 Lebanese lira. She pays 34,250 Lebanese lira. So, in order to know the amount of money remained with Rama, I should subtract the amount of money she pays from the amount of money she already has at the beginning in her pocket. So 62,750 minus 34,250 is 28,500 Lebanese lira. So she still has this amount of money. We get it by subtracting the amount of money she pays to get her stuff from the total amount of money that she already has in her pocket. Hope you like this problem solving. Goodbye.